Hello, darlings. It's Raymond with House of Darlin Perfumier. How are you all? I hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. I am here going to be joined by my friend Kim very soon, and we are going to be continuing our exploration of Blocki. If you missed the first edition, that was the Emma collection. That replay is up on my YouTube. So go find me on my YouTube, go subscribe, and check out the Emma collection after this one, of course. Sneak peek about that. This grand affair was really good. Kix, how are you doing? It's great to see you in here. What is your scent of the day, evening? Let me know what's going on with you scent-wise. I did see that you had some of those Mask Milanos, so are you wearing any of those right now? Let me know. I'm going to be sending out some invites. Get my mama in here. Let's get Kim in here. Please let me know if any of you have experienced Blocki. I ordered the Discovery set a while back, and now we are just getting into them, and it has been a wonderful experience so far. The Emma collection included 4 walks in every season and this grand affair. Again, the replay is up on my YouTube, so go check that out if you are interested in the Emma collection. Talking about scents of the day, mine happened to be from LabHouse. Please let me know if any of you have experienced LabHouse. They actually do have a sale going on right now that ends today. Buy one, get one half off. Jason, welcome in. How are you doing? So if you are interested in LabHouse, I recommend that you go check them out because their sale ends today. My scent of the day is Fever Dream. And this is such a delicious citrus fragrance. There's grapefruit, it's pithy, it's sharp. There's lily of the valley, pink pepper, jasmine, beautiful rose, musk. There's a saltiness to it as well. It almost feels kind of like a tropical drink. So delicious. This is Fever Dream from LabHouse, and currently ending today. Buy one, get one half off at LabHouse. There is Kim. Hello, welcome. Kim will be joining us here, Jason. I did send out some other invites, etc. So please send some more invites and let's get some more people in here.
Oh, I can
Hello.
see you.
You can
And
see
yes,
me.
Jason,
Wow, things have
Jason, I will
changed, huh?
always join for a proper roast.
Well, see, Trump brings back TikTok and you can see me on Instagram. Hail the
Okay.
Cheeto.
Okay, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, I could never see
I know,
you.
never.
This is the first
No,
time
of
that
course.
I've ever actually been able to see you while we're chatting.
I just had to
Mm.
trash you beforehand and then it worked. So yes, Jason, she's here for a proper roast. Please let me know what your sense of the day is, Jason. Sarah, welcome in. How are you doing? Oana, how are you? Please let me know what your sense of the day. We are all here because we are going to be continuing our exploration of the house Blocki. We did the Emma
Kicks,
collection.
I'm mad at you because you like disappeared off the face of the earth. So don't even my girl me. Also, I got $5 that Jason is wearing something something by Afro and Persia.
It's true. No, that is so true. Dakota, welcome in. How are you doing? Um,
So
Pre-orders went up, right, Jason, for your newest fragrance, Zoolbia and Bamieh. That is the newest launch from Arsham Persia to add to the first launch, which was Love and Bastani. So go check out Jason Arsham Persia, arshampersia.com. And there is a pre-sale for the newest fragrance. Yes, Jason, tell us all the info, please. Everyone's favorite cowgirl is here. Yeah.
if it wasn't for HEB, I would leave this state just so Jason would shut the fuck up.
The
Okay.
first collection we did was the Emma collection, and it included 4 walks in all seasons and this grand affair. I have to let you know that this grand affair has really, it's going to be a full bottle purchase. I really like it a lot. My sample is almost gone. Really liked that one a lot. So if you want to know the colors I saw and my thoughts, go find the replay up on my YouTube. Subscribe while you're there. I would really appreciate it. And now it seems like Kim is gone. Johnny, welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you here.
I'm here.
Oh, see, I thought it. There we go. Okay. You're back. 150 pre-sale, 165 regular, free shipping on 50 mil orders
Jason.
for a limited of time. Again, Arshan Persia. The first launch was Love in Bastani, and this is based off the Persian dessert Bastani. And this newest launch is called Zoolbia and Bamieh, and that is also another dessert. Yes, give us some information, Jason, in the comments for everyone who is interested and wants a new perfume. Hidden, welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. And Brenda, welcome in. Dee, how are you doing? Welcome to my live. Thanks for being here. We are now going to get into the other collection of Blocki. The first one was Emma. Now this one is called the Heritage Collection. So we're going to smell 3 today, and then we're going to smell 3 tomorrow. So if you can't get enough of us, join me tomorrow, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, same place, same channel, same people, different perfumes.
So
So
are
we're
we going to go with the 3 that we can't possibly pronounce? Because even though we had both said
absolutely.
that we would look up how to pronounce it in Polish, I know for a fact neither of us did.
I do. I do. It's actually off their website. So on Blocki.com, they said, how do you pronounce that? Everyone wants to know. So the last
You're
one
right.
I do know is called Koczko.
Oh, there you go. I would have never guessed.
Yeah, but we're not going to start
Based on
there.
based on how many letters are in that name,
It doesn't seem
I never would
so
have guessed.
simple, right?
No.
I agree. I thought it was like Kotskutsko or something like that. On here it says Koczko, so I guess we'll be pretty close there. Gonza, welcome. How are you doing? I don't think a lot of people have told us what your scent of the day is, which is so rude in a perfume live. So please let us know what you are wearing because I would really appreciate that. Jason says Zubia and Bamieh are both Persian pastries, almost always served together. So we combine the 2 pastries into one amazing scent. Pre-orders available now. Arshan Persia, reach out to Jason. All right. So the first perfume in the Heritage Collection is called Sanrovia. Let's start there.
Okay, this is the dazzling shores of the Italian Riviera inspired the original Sanrovia from 1911. The modern Sanrovia combines both Italian and American lemon, bergamot, God, I love bergamot, and the sun-drenched magic of natural sandalwood.
So this is from Blocki. They are an American perfume house, but they have, I guess they've been around for
It
quite
is
some
going to say
time.
Costco.
They've been around for quite some time. It says like 1865. So
Yeah,
there's a lot of heritage from these perfumes.
which, oh God, this one's so good.
Okay, so to go along with your information that you gave about Sanrovia, it also does say that the modern Sandovia combines both Italian and American influence and the sun-drenched magic of natural sandalwood. Like the original, the 2018 Sandovia may trigger fantasies of warmth, sunlight, rows of leafy citrus trees, and the shimmering blue waters of the Mediterranean. American free spirit meets Italian chic. Hang on to your hat. There's a dryness here for me.
Yeah. Which, real quick, if anyone missed when we did the Emma, the Discovery set comes in this cute branded bag in this laser engraved tin, and inside is a code. The $45 you spend on this, you can save on a full size bottle. And their packaging is just really, really good. I went over this, the printing that's on the bottle that doesn't come off. It's not a
Yeah,
sticky label. You're not going to mistake it for something else.
it's
So good.
So nice. Yeah. The bottles are nice. It's got a very nice atomizer, which I really love. Atomizer snob, welcome in. I was just
Hmm.
talking about the atomizer on this one here. So it's great to see you. Bria, welcome in. Denise, mother, let us know what your scent of the day is. I just gave my mother a um, sample of Silk Scent Hall. She really likes that one. So I got her a little bit of that.
So this is so like bright and fresh and I don't want to say sunny.
Okay, they did say images of sunshine on the paper. Carolyn, Alicia, welcome in. Everyone, drop in your scent of the day. I'm getting kind of a dryness off of the paper, so let's see what happens when I get it on skin.
I think the dryness is the sandalwood.
It could be from that, right?
Well,
I
the
just,
website has the rest of the notes, right?
yeah, we'll get into those. Oh, you're right. Okay, so there's like on the skin, I'm getting more of that bergamot, that brightness coming
That
through, more
bergamot.
yellows.
I do
Katie,
love
welcome in,
bergamot.
darling. Carolyn is wearing Oriana. My brother was wearing Most Wanted from Bizarro. All right. Brea has Coconut Lagoon, Mango Bliss, and Pineapple Passion. Delicious.
I don't know if you're getting this, but like two completely different scents from paper to skin.
That has been our experience with Blocki. They also
Yeah.
do develop and blossom into really great journeys. What you get at the beginning isn't what you're going to get for the rest of the ride. Very
Yeah,
interesting with Blocki. I like
that
that.
huge citrus punch, especially with the bergamot from when you first spray it on the skin, is already like dissipating to just being like a subtle background, and you get that dry woodiness coming through.
So I'm getting paler side of colors here. I'm
Oh,
getting
I can
some.
see the colors. Stop.
Yeah, you do
Oh,
actually, because now
live.
you can actually see me.
Normally, I
Jamity,
have
welcome
to go
in.
back
How
and
are you
watch it.
doing? Great to see you here. Please let me know what your scent of the day is. Brenda's wearing cucumber melon, and Dakota's wearing pineapple passion. So
Oh,
with this,
cucumber
I'm
melon is a
seeing
'90s classic.
Brenda has been wearing cucumber melon forever. Love that.
Yeah, '90s classic,
So
late
this one I'm getting
1900s.
like a vetiver vibe. So I'm getting some grays. I'm getting like pale blues and kind of like greens, sagey greens like this. So these are the kind of the colors that I'm seeing in
Oh,
my
those are
mind
pretty.
for Sanrovia.
So this starts like I'm just like a punch. It's really strong, but that lasts for like 2 whole minutes, and then it is just the most subtle, beautiful, like light, inoffensive, woody citrus. With there's something else in there,
There's a
almost floral, but
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like a
you
oh,
know,
and kind of like a pepperiness. So
I don't.
I'm getting kind of like a spicy pepperiness.
I know I'm so excited. I could never see the colors because I've never been able to see him while we chat. Well, I see them. I just don't see them live. I've always had to go back and watch the replay to find out what the colors were.
And now
So
we
this
have
is
been blessed and we
exciting.
can see we are in reality right now. Alicia is wearing Terry McGlair Pure Chili. Ooh, I want to smell that one. I only have experienced Crypto Mint and Pure Havana. I need more from that line. Okay, so lemon, bergamot, bright. I'm smelling some type of vetiver here as well. So there's like a gray earthiness that's grounding.
Yeah, there's something. It goes from like a bright citrus punch in your face because it really is. That bergamot really punches you in the face when you first spray it on, and then it dissipates, and then it gets woody, and now it's kind of got something earthy coming through the woody, but the woody's still there.
The
The
woody is
citrus is
definitely
the thing
there,
that
yeah. You know
the
what it kind of
citrus
smells like
is
to me?
barely
Or
there.
that what I'm seeing in my mind is kind of like when the surf splashes upon a rock and you get a little bit of that like mist that kind of comes
Hmm.
to your face. A little bit kind of like that. Not exactly wet, but you're like by and of the water. There is a vetiver in here that's reminding me of another fragrance that I'm gonna have to pinpoint. I'm trying to search it out right now, but this definitely has some really yummy vetiver. I'm really liking that. There's an earthiness and a groundness to it, bright lemon and like bergamot citruses, and I feel like there's a spicy floral. So I would maybe say like geranium,
I don't know. That's
maybe even
I can
lavender. It's going to that kind of like spicy herbal type
I
feeling to
can
me.
I can smell that there is a floral in there, but it is so
Hey
delicate
Sean.
and light that I could not possibly tell you which one it was. But it's just
I would say for people who maybe think that they do not like lavender, sorry, vetiver, this would be a good fragrance. I'm feeling I like vetiver, but I feel like this is a
I
really
like
nice,
vetiver.
neutral, and kind vetiver. It's like easing you in very slowly and thoughtfully, but it's
Like
there. Oh my, I love
if
it.
you really like earthy scents, like this is a really good one. Um,
Let's
which
take a look at all the notes.
Which, if you like earthy scents and you try this and then you spray it and you're like, why is bergamot punching me in the face? Like that dissipates very quickly. And then you just get like the slightest hint of citrus in like this really well balanced thing. But
Thomas,
for the
good to
most
see
part,
you
like
here.
this is just, it's earthy.
That's why I feel
It's,
like that bergamot punch is like that sea breeze coming up,
yeah, it's
kind of
that,
like that refreshiness. Yeah, it's just there so quickly, but you definitely do feel it.
oh my
Jason
God.
did have a
You know, it just
question.
gets in my head. Like, remember Mrs. Doubtfire when she throws the lime at the dude
Is that what
to,
you're
from
getting in
by
your mind?
fruiting? Yes. So there's your like bergamot and then it's gone.
Jason has a question.
You're
He says, have you tried
welcome.
Untamable by Imaginary Authors? It's inspired by her own Texas Hill Country.
Jason, where do you live? Just send me your address because I'm come slap
Does it
you.
have
I'll
horsehair
figure it
in
out.
it? It's got horsehair, right? It's got to have horsehair.
I live in Texas. I'm not a Texan. I'm not a cowgirl. I'm afraid of horses. I don't have boots. I own no Stetsons.
So now I am getting the sandalwood that's coming through. It This is very woody. It's
But it
almost kind of
maintains
hidden
that
be.
like that
Okay.
green earthiness. Like it everything else is developing around this like almost the center of a green earthiness.
Yeah,
And it's so good.
yeah, and I think that's why I pulled up like two of them of the greens because there's definitely a green anchor in this perfume that I'm feeling.
What are
Quibia,
the
welcome in. How are you doing?
you have the site open, right? I don't have a
Yeah,
second
just
device
got it
today.
pulled up right now.
Yeah.
So
What are the
this is
notes?
Sanrovia from Blocki, part of the Heritage Collection. These are the colors that I'm seeing. And the notes are in the head, lemon from Italy and California, bergamot, Valencia orange. In the heart is geranium, lavender, jasmine, and rose. And in the hind is labdanum, vetiver, cedar, and sandalwood. The perfumer is Kevin Vespor. He's made all of the ones we smelled so far, right?
I think he made two of the ones from the Emma collection. I don't
Okay.
remember it being the same person for all three,
He's
but
made quite a
um,
few.
you you pulled out both the lavender and the geranium from that very faint floral, and honestly, that's impressive.
It's like cracked pepper or something, kind of like a herbalness, spicy. And usually when I get like a spicy floral I was gonna say maybe even like a rose as well, because I usually get spicy pepperiness from either geranium or like a Bulgarian rose or something like that. It's very interesting the associations our minds make. So this is
Mm-hmm.
very fresh. It is grounding. I feel like this would be a really great universal scent for a lot of different occasions and different things like this. I feel like it could be dressed up or dressed down with your attitude. It just very is there in an
I'll say the same
easy
thing
to
for
wear
this
way.
that I said for everything in the Emma collection. Like this is so like light and balanced and inoffensive. It would be really good for like an office environment, so you're
Yeah.
not going to offend your coworkers. And I have a feeling that that's going to be the case with everything that they do, just based on the way that these are going, the fact that the same perfumer has made quite a few of these. And also these are, you know, a modern twist on like vintage.
Right. I like that too.
Cause,
Yeah.
because I know that they used fragrance to cover body odor forever and evers ago, especially if you were in the lower class, but then you have to think perfume is something that really only the upper class could afford, and they also tend to bathe more because, again, they could afford it. Therefore, they didn't need scent nearly as strong.
I say with Blocki though, make sure to give it some grace and justice by spraying on the skin. Um, the paper doesn't help with Blocki. Put it on your skin,
It's
please.
yeah, it's not it's fun to try just to see, especially
The
like being able to see that
beginnings.
difference.
Yeah.
It's really nice. But putting it on the skin is a complete and total game changer.
And the way that it's developing now is I'm getting more of that creaminess from the sandalwood that's coming through. You're right about that woods. It's really like the woods are starting to kick up. That base is kicking up.
But it's like you still have that, like that, I want to call it like that center that is like a earthy green. Like everything else
Yeah.
is developing around this earthy green center. And that's really the best way that I could describe it. Like
I love that.
the, you know what I mean? I'm thinking of
You're
like a
wrong,
filled
but
candy.
you're wrong, but I love it.
I, unlike Jason, I know where you live, bruh.
So
But you know what I
Kevin,
mean? Like it's like that's the thing that makes me mad, like a filled candy, like a
yeah,
chocolate
there's like
bonbon or
a
something.
center to
That
it.
that that green earthy is the center, and everything else is enrobed around it.
And it almost even is a little bit like flagrant, welcome in. It's almost like a filter too, kind of like almost the other notes and scent kind of go through that center or that greenness and they kind of get that tinge
Which
to it as well, right?
which
Or
which
that's how I
seems like
see it.
a common, yeah, like a common thread in the way that Blocki does their perfumes, because we said that about the entire Emma collection,
Yeah.
that it was like there was one component, for the most part there was one component that was almost like a fog that everything else pulled through.
Yeah.
So you
We
know
kept
it
saying
was
that. Yeah,
picking,
you're totally right.
because so it was like picking up the essence of that fog. The only one that was slightly different on that was this Grand Affair, which had that same effect, except that it had that upper layer of a slightly sweet vanilla that everything.
Vanilla
You know
was
what
so good in this Grand Affair.
I mean?
Kevin has done this Grand Affair and 4 walks, and now we know that they have done Sanrovia as well. 185 is the price for these bottles, and they come in 50 ml bottles. They're American made. That was Sanrovia by Blocki. All world, welcome in. How are you doing? What is your scent of the day? Please let us know. So the second fragrance that we have in the Heritage Collection is called Saharet. As you're listening to this stuff, please drop in the comments what you are thinking. If you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, drop a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking about the scents, the colors. If you've experienced Blocki, I want to know what you're thinking.
All right, Saharet is the original 1908 Saharet was inspired by the mischief of the Belle Epoque theater, a tempting combination of pink pepper, cardamom, and an Egyptian geranium spun into a hypnotic blend of warm spices.
Okay, okay, okay.
Oh,
So
I get them
I
spices
I need
right
to
off the
do a
bat.
little bit more research because I have reached out to Blocky and they have given me some information that I'm going to let you know about. But it does sound like from their descriptions that maybe they weren't in operation for a while and like now it's come back. 'Cause they always say the original, the original. So I'm wondering if they were like vaulted or like gone away for a while and then they, they're launching back with like their original formulas.
Yeah, so it says that it was like the history. It started in 1865, and it ran until 1950, and they started back up in
Okay.
2015. And
Thank
it's a
you.
family.
Thank you.
They say it's a family business. So in 2015, we returned to our family's perfumery roots.
Perfect. Okay. so there you go, right there.
So
Because the way they use their wording, it makes it seem like that. I've only experienced one other brand like that, Maison Violet, where it was this heritage brand. They went away, and now these guys have reinvigorated the brand, brought it back, and they're like trying to honor the original fragrances. And that's what it seems like this here too. And I think that there's something really sweet and sentimental about that. I like that. Ooh, this is ambery. I'm
this
seeing
it's
gray.
this is warm and spicy.
I'm seeing grays. So again, I'm being pulled right to that vetiver. Let me know in the comments. Do any of you see images or colors or textures like I do? My mind has associated silver, a fog, or gray with vetiver. And usually when we look up the notes, vetiver will be in there. Do any of you have any type of experiences like that? Let me
Amazing.
know.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'm getting that dry earthiness. Oh, again, I gotta put this on skin because again,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
just put it on the skin.
Got it.
It's still spicy on the skin, but it's not as spice forward as it is on the paper. It's a lot more balanced on the skin.
World is wearing that perfume that I cannot say again. La Pueve by King SYX. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie gets emotions as well. I definitely do too. It's like a mini movie that plays in my head almost, which is very interesting. So on my skin, I am smelling orange. Do you get the orange?
I don't know. I don't know specifically orange, but I get like rind, like citrus rind.
Perfect. That's what I was
But
gonna
I,
say. It's not even the fruitiness
but
of it.
not,
It's kind of more the right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please do.
yeah, but I, yeah, but I couldn't say like exactly which citrus fruit rind. But like it's got a spiciness, like a mellow on the skin. It's a mellow spiciness. It starts just a little heavier, but not too heavy. And then the spice level just kind of like drifts down.
So there's a perfume called Marquis de Sade by Italie Derange, and the only note in it is labdanum. And I am definitely getting some feel of that Marquis de Sade in this. So I think there's rock rose or labdanum. There's that rocky resinous, warm ambery.
This one's good.
Oh, I do enjoy this one as well.
I find a lot of perfumes that I've found that I've tried that have heavily had spices as components, or they specifically say, like spice.
Yeah.
I've always found that it was a bit much, but this is
Like too much
not.
spice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like too much, like that. We talked about Fern, and I was saying the reason I returned
Mm,
Autumn 23 was because it smelled like I just rolled around in cracked pepper, and that
too
was
much of
all I
it.
could
I get you.
smell. Yeah, it was too much. But this is like it's like this layer of spice as soon as you spray it on, but within 2 minutes it sinks down and balances out with everything else. And you smell
These are the
it's some kind of citrus rind, but I couldn't say what.
these are the colors that I'm seeing for Saharet from Blocki. I'm getting like a rock, rose, orange, earthy, vetiver, ambery, inner
There's something
warmth.
earthy but sharp. Like,
I
you know
like
what I
this
mean?
one.
It's nice. There's something earthy but sharp in it.
It almost to me in my mind, I'm seeing someone make a garment and the thread that they are using is orange. So it's not a ton of orange, but like that's what is holding the pieces together. I'm getting a lot of orange on my skin actually. And that's funny too because I don't see the color in my mind. I don't see the orange
Hmm.
color, but I do smell orange. And so that's also another funny way with my mind how it associates. Just because I smell orange doesn't necessarily mean I even see
It's
orange. Very
almost as
interesting,
if
huh?
the concoction was mixed in like the rind of a half an orange.
That's where they made the perfume. Was it-
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so it just kind of got the essence of it.
yeah.
So it's
That,
there, but it's not. You know what I mean?
okay. Let's look up Saharet on the website. Again, that is blocky.com, BLOCKI.com. And like Kim was mentioning, if you purchase their discovery set, you get a discount for the full $45 to go back towards the full bottle. I love when companies do that. It's really like a no lose. You know what I mean? If you're gonna buy a
Yeah,
full
it's like a
bottle, you've already put
it's a
$45 towards it. Like, you
it's a
know?
guilt-free trial.
Okay, so Saharet. The performance was spellbinding, a primal affair of shimmering silk and twirling motion. In 1908, Blocki created a perfume ode to the celebrated and mysterious Saharet, infamous for her high kick and for leaving her millionaire art critic husband after only a few days' marriage due to his insistence that she stop dancing. A unisex fragrance that conveys the mischief of the Ballypock Theater, a tempting whisper of powdered sugar spun into a hypnotic blend of warm spices. In the head, pink pepper, mandarin, cardamom. In the heart, Egyptian geranium, amber, and cashmere. And in the hind, green vetiver, patchouli, labdanum. There's that rock rose. Oh, I
It's
like
interesting
this
that
one
it
a lot.
mentions the spun sugar because it's as it's developing, it's just getting like the slightest tinge of sweetness, but not a lot. Like
That's what I
just
mean.
enough for just enough for it to be like, hello, I'm here. But it's not overwhelming. It's not overpowering. It's
That's what I
still
mean
very
about
balanced with
that
everything
thread. Like
else.
it's not a whole wash of color or something. It's just that tinge of sweetness that's kind of
Hmm.
like going through. Yeah. I agree, Alicia. Now I need to know who Sahara is. Like, I did not know that that was an actual person.
Also, like go back
Ooh.
to Sanrovia real fast because oh my god,
Oh, that
it's so good.
creaminess is so gentle but good. Ooh, Johnny just ordered the wedding duo set from K Ali. That's my brother. He smelled it the other day, liked it a lot, and now it's going to be his.
See, I just wasn't. I like the silk Santal. I just wasn't a huge fan of the velvet. I know that you prefer the velvet to the silk,
Yeah.
but
So,
I mean, the velvet's okay. Like if you gave it to me, I'm going to take it and I'm going to wear it, but I wouldn't buy a full bottle of it. I have a couple samples, and when they're gone, and that's just going to be how that is. But
chopping block. So Saharet, her name was Paulina Clarissa Maloney, born March 23rd, 1878, died July 24th, 1964, and she was known as Saharet and was an Australian dancer who performed in vaudeville music houses. Very interesting. And I guess she dumped her husband like a bag of rocks. So yeah, there is definitely a warm, like I said, an inner warmth, ambery feeling that's going on here. That labdanum, which is resinous, but also slightly floral too. You have that kind of rocky rose that's going on. This one is also done by Kevin Vespor. 185 for 50 mLs. So far, Kevin's done all of them except for In Every Season. That one is Michelle Bruckman. And we're going to get to the last one and we'll see who that one is. Any final wrap up thoughts, Saharet?
it's really good, and same as the rest. It's well balanced, light, inoffensive, and it would be good in a crowded setting. Someone close to you is, I mean, I don't know what the ciliage on it is, but like someone close to you is going to be able to smell this, and they're not I don't think that it would offend their senses. If you work in an office and you're in cubicles, you can wear it and you're not going to offend
Yeah.
your cube mates. Um, I think that that's something that's really good about Blocki is there are a lot of fragrances that you can't wear in those environments. When I was in the Air Force, like we were told like don't wear perfumes because it could like offend the
Others,
people
yeah.
around you, kind of thing. And, like I understand that, but these are like they're very light and inoffensive, well blended, and they just develop on such like a fantastic journey.
They do develop in a really, really beautiful way on your skin. And because we're saying that they're like light or like easy to wear, does not mean that performance is lacking. This
No,
Grand
no,
Affair, girl, that
yeah,
lasted for and that vanilla was so good.
yeah,
So I just feel like they're using like really great quality materials and they're blended for a specific reason. And
yeah.
I'm
Well,
liking
they
finding those
said
reasons.
it says our fragrances are crafted to evolve over time. They've
And
specifically
that's so
made these to
true.
do exactly what they're doing, and they're so good. And they use high grade perfumes. Sorry, I just lost where it was. They can high levels of sustainably sourced natural ingredients and no artificial colors.
And I've played with naturals themselves, and naturals in themselves are their own perfume. They have so many
Hmm.
nuances and facets. World says, do they work with oud? If so, do they have any offerings on the site? Are you talking about KLE World? Let me know. Okay, so the last fragrance that we're going to smell tonight, remember, there's three additional after this to finish up the Heritage Collection, which Kim and I are going to be doing tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But for tonight, we are going to wrap up with the last one here, and that one is called Koczko.
No, I didn't wear any fragrances while I was in the military. I didn't start doing fragrances until like year and a half
That's a
ago. No, wait, that's a
well.
lie. Some June of 2023,
I'm
I started with the
glad.
Pride, the Bath and Body Works Love Always Wins Pride perfume. I'm obsessed with it.
That's a fun perfume. I really like that one.
I have like two of the body sprays from 2023, and then I have a bunch of decants of the perfume because I dropped the bottle and like um decapitated it. So then I had to decant it all, and then I have a full backup bottle.
Glenn, please let me know what your scent of the day is. And I hope you had fun eating pizza and watching Love is Blind with your wife.
Okay, this one that I cannot possibly pronounce, I'll leave that to Ray, was composed by
Koczko.
Blocki in 1903. Oh yeah, Koczko, because it sounds a lot like Costco. Got it. Costco was composed by Blocki in 1903 as an ode to the freedom fighter and confidant of George Washington. Swiss cognac, tobacco, gunpowder, and Texas cedar create a revolutionary impression.
Well, thank you for being here as well, Glenn. We are smelling a perfume brand, American brand, Blocki. We smelled the Emma collection last week. Tonight we're getting into the Heritage collection. We just sprayed Hotchko. So right now, this is their most masculine fragrance I feel like I've experienced from them so far. I feel like all of them have kind of been like in the middle. This one does definitely have more of that manly vibe with it.
On paper, or did you put it on skin? Let's
Oh
see.
yeah, on skin, I'm getting like in the trees, like lumberjack, burly, hairy chest. Like I'm a man, baby. There's definitely like some fur going on, woods, black
That
pepper.
you could definitely get that Texas cedar
Oh,
and that sweet cognac.
there's almost even like a deep dark mahogany wood or something like that as well. There's like multiple woods going on.
Yeah.
Glenn I'm familiar with Blocki and I love that one. I have it and posted about it. Okay, so you're Kościuszko right now. Thank you. It's our, I think Kim and I bought these like 6 months ago and we're just
At
getting into
least
them now.
no longer than that because it was before
I'm
my
giving us
husband lost his
some
job,
grace,
and
Kim.
it was before my husband lost his job, and he lost his job 6 months ago.
Oh my gosh. Jason is wearing Valentine by Pink Mahogany. Glenn is wearing Not a Perfume. Glenn,
No one
if it
took
is,
my bet, so I don't know anyone
I was
$5.
going to say, Glenn, if it is a perfume, you're in a safe space, you can let us know. Okay, yeah. So this is
You get
definitely very
that
woody. There's like a fur thing going on. I'm like in a forest or in some woods.
you get like that tobacco starting to come through the back a bit as it
I'm
sits
not
on your
getting tobacco
skin.
just yet, which is interesting. I haven't been able to pull it out yet with my nose. Esteban, welcome and how are you doing? Thank you for that 80s music you had going earlier today. And if you are not all on the list, go and I have the Mixler app, Milk and Honey, Ebb and Flow Thursdays. You get notified when Aroma Dulce is mixing songs. Go support and
It
join. Always, always love that. Thank you, Esteban.
it it doesn't smell like dried tobacco like in a cigarette or in a pipe. It smells like green, like fresh tobacco leaves.
Oh,
Like
okay. Like tobacco leaves.
yeah, like
I am getting a plethora of like greens, grays, and browns with this one. Ooh, this is nice. This one is strong. This one is confident. Like I would wear this when I knew that I wanted someone to like take me seriously. These are the colors that I am seeing for Koczko. Lots
yeah, I get
of
that.
like browns and greens. I am getting pulled into that vetiver again with that gray. So far, Blocky does like to use vetiver, and I think they use it in a really thoughtful way, actually, because vetiver can get overpowering. It really can.
This smells like woods and tobacco leaf, like if you were standing at the edge of a tobacco field and that happened to be like right by the woods. And there's something like
I'm in the woods. I'm chopping the woods down. I'm carrying them on my back. Like I am the man. Esteban is wearing BDK Smoking Rouge Extrait.
um it's you get this like the so you have this I think the sharpness is coming from the Swiss cognac, which is just because there's just like this almost like the stab of like a sharp scent.
Okay.
And that's the only way that I could describe it. Like it exists a like a pin if
Ooh.
the like a needle.
And
Like
yet,
if the whole fragrance is laying there, it's just a needle like in the middle of
one
the fragrance. So
little
it's just
spot.
this one little sharp.
Glenn, this one with the tobacco we're talking about is called Koczko. And so this one on the website does say, through creeks and fields deep in the wilderness, they talked of liberty's peasant prince to rally their spirits. Blocki recreated Bouquet Koczko in 1903 as a tribute to the legendary statesman and freedom fighter. Revolutionary aspirations reignited as the scent of brandy and smoke faded into morning sunlight, rising over the grassy field at the edge of wood. This is a masculine leaning fragrance. In the head is bergamot, black pepper, orange bitters. In the heart is Siberian fir, Swiss cognac, tobacco, gunpowder. And in the hind is Texas cedar, vetiver, cypriol oil, and musk. Interesting. Kendi, welcome in. How are you doing? We are just smelling fragrances from Blocki, and are smelling Koczko right now. And I feel like a
I'm
man.
I'm so upset with Blocki right now. They are going to cost me all of my adult money.
You've got $45 towards a bottle, though. You got $45 towards a bottle.
Yes, but
The
I
perfumer,
currently want 6 out of 6.
the
That
perfumer,
$45 doesn't help me at that
the
point.
perfumer of this one is Duff Scott. So this one is a different perfumer from some of the others. Again, a 50 ml bottle is 185. Gems is wearing Maison Yusuf. I did watch your live today. That was such a great live. Thank you for having it. Mm. Okay, I'm going to look at the one I have. I think it's the same name. Okay, it's definitely the one that I have. Perfect. Yeah, there's a. To me, I'm getting again that black pepper, the woods. I'm getting that gunpowder or that kind of not metallic but dry, almost rockiness a little bit.
It's so good.
I love that description
So
though
good.
that they put in there. Revolutionary aspirations reignite as the scent of brandy and smoke fade into morning sunlight rising over the grassy field at the edge of wood. Like literally that actually describes it really, really, really well.
Everything that they do is like exquisite. It is just perfectly done. The
It's on
fragrances, the
purpose.
packaging, the the mini description. So if you only have this and you're not looking at the website, like even these are just done so perfectly. Like Swiss cognac, tobacco, gunpowder, and Texas cedar create a revolutionary impression. Like it's perfect.
I feel like they do things on purpose. And that's
Yeah.
always kind of really hard to do, right? Like some places you feel like kind of maybe throwing things at the wall, seeing what sticks. All of this feels very thoughtful and on purpose. And I appreciate that
Yeah.
because I'm liking what they're selling. I'm totally buying it all. I like the fragrances. I like the point of view. I like how they wear. I like the feeling and how they develop and grow.
Yeah. Which I don't
Ooh.
know so much about the Emma collection, but at least with the Heritage collection, what they've done is they've taken the company's old tried and true fragrances that
True to the
they
name,
had and
heritage,
sold and
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and that did well, and they brought them back and gave them a little bit of a modern twist to fit the current times, and they've done it so well.
They have done it very well. Going back, Sanrovia was the first one that we sprayed. I don't know, but that orange is kicking up. It always has in my skin, but now it's getting a little bit more. It's going from the rind into the fruit now. Like it's getting juicier and sweeter for me. That sandalwood is there. That vetiver is still there. But for me, there is this trifecta of like orange, lavender, and like sandalwood. And it's
But
so
it's
pretty.
but it still has that earthy green center. Like it's just it's not losing that it's the core. What is in my mind like the core of this fragrance, that earthy green center that everything else is revolving around.
I think
It's
Senro
not losing that. It's just everything else is changing around it, and it's so
I
good.
feel Senrovia is a perfect scent. And what I mean by that is like you get that burst of bergamot at the very beginning. There's an introduction of like who the person is. Then it calms down a little bit. I have that like lavender, or sorry, that vetiver and that lavender to kind of keep things interesting. But I feel that that sandalwood that's in here is one of those types of sandalwoods that when it dries down, people just say that that's your skin. Like that's just how Kim always smells. Like it's got that quality of like the sandalwood I feel is very, very sublime in this fragrance. I
I feel like
have a hard time with sandalwood. This one is really good.
it's starting to smell like generic lotion, but not in a bad way. There's that very specific generic lotion smell that is not offensive, that everybody is okay with. You know what I'm talking about? That like, so if you're not buying a scented, like when you buy an unscented lotion, it still has that scent. There's
Yeah, I
something
get what you
about
mean. I get
this
what you mean.
that has that in the background.
Oh my gosh, Esteban, that is a great segue. Well, we have 10 people in here. Yes, Jamie will be there because I'm going with her. But uh, Jason has announced the Fragrance Festival 5 for 2025, June 28th, Costa Mesa, California. Go to the page to see who is coming to the festival. More are going to be launched. There is an early bird special for the tickets. So if you want to buy some tickets, send me a DM. I will get you the link. It is an affiliate link, so I'll earn a commission, but you can get tickets to the festival. Kix is going to be there. Esteban, Jamie, Jason, myself. I know from who's in here, those are going to be at the festival. Alicia is going to be in the festival if we can get her out of her in law meeting, which that's totally going to happen. Who needs to see the in laws when you have fragrance? So, again, Fragrance Festival, June 28th. If you want to go, send me a
Mm,
DM.
I have top-notch in-laws, so I would sell my fragrances for them. Sorry, guys.
I really like Saharet. Saharet is ambery. I think it's that cardamom that I was not picking up before that is really helping out in the fragrance right now.
I'm over here still like obsessively smelling Sanrovia. Let me come back over to Saharet. It's
That
it's
patchouli is
nice.
starting to kick up now.
It never loses that warm spiciness.
No,
It
it's
just
still there.
it just calms down.
Oh, Jamie, you're so sweet. Thank you for putting in the link there. I love it. Okay, yeah, Saharet is still giving me that spiciness. I think it's coming from the cardamom, that greenness, right? Like green cardamom. You still have that vetiver that's in there. I love the cohesiveness that they bring with that vetiver. So good.
It's just a really lovely and balanced fragrance.
And then Koczko, oh my gosh, it is getting even deeper. It almost in my mind, I'm seeing like black ink in water and how that the heaviness of the ink draws itself down. That's what I'm feeling with this Koczko. Maybe
Whatever
that's
whatever it
Cyprian.
is in Costco that gave me that feeling of just like that sharp point, that one needle in the thing. Like whatever that is, it's getting bigger as it develops. Like that it's no longer just a sharp point. It's like a if that makes
Developing.
sense. Like it's developing out, it's expanding and becoming a bigger portion of what it is.
I
I'm
would still
obsessed
not
with
pull
it.
out tobacco in this fragrance for me. I'm still not being able to pull out the tobacco, but I'm getting that beautiful fir and wood and forest and pepper. So I'm
It's
excited to
almost
see how
like
that's going to develop on my skin as comes up.
that thing that I was describing initially as the sharp point. As it's getting bigger, it's almost bright. It's almost
Metallic?
bright. No, like bright and a little bubbly.
Ooh, okay. That's interesting. I like that.
I would say like of all six of the fragrances that we've tried so far, this would be the heaviest, the
Oh,
strongest. This
yeah.
would be the one if you're like, this is the one that might offend your cubicle mate
Yeah,
if
just
they're
as we were
sensitive
talking about
to
how they were all so light and stuff,
yeah.
this
They're
is
all
the
like really
heaviest one by
light,
far.
and then they were like, "Bet, hold my beer,"
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah,
came out with this.
exactly. They're like, excuse me,
It's
what'd you say? Kochko just came in.
it's really really good. It's the heaviest. It
Yeah, I
might
would want to go
offend
with
if you're
strong.
sharing a cubicle. It might offend your cubicle mate. If you have your own cubicle and then there are other cubicles around you, you'll probably be fine.
So from
But
what I remember, Four Walks was like a garden. There was like violet and mint in that one.
mhm.
Every season had tuberose, ylang ylang. It was a full garden. This Grand Affair was vintage style with like yummy, yummy vanilla.
So good.
Sanrovia, I'm going to say sandalwood heavy. Anna, welcome in. We're smelling blocky
It's
fragrances. Uh,
Sanrovia is sandalwood, earthy green
Sandalwood Earthy Green. We have knocked that one down. Saharet, ambery, warmth,
with a little
spicy.
spicy.
Bilbo, welcome. Welcome in. Please tell me what is your hate of the day, because I know you don't like fragrance. Anna, what are you wearing? Please let me know, scent wise. Okay, scent wise, please. And then Cusco is what I'm getting from this one is like black pepper, orange, and woods. The great thing about these fragrances from Blocki though is the way that they develop. They really do show different sides of themselves and different notes get to play center stage, which I really do enjoy.
I mean,
Jason
it's like
says,
the
does Kochko, do you have a Kochko membership? Jason, you are so funny. Get out of here.
of the I don't know 75 to 100 perfumes that I have. Um, the ones that I own, not just the samples that I've tried, but of the ones that I've liked enough to buy the full bottle.
Uh-huh.
I have never smelled any that develop this way. Like so cleanly, so smoothly, so like you know that it's purposefully done. Like
Yeah, that's what I was
it's
meaning. It feels like it's
yeah, like
supposed to be that way. Yeah,
every single one of these develops and transforms like slow and smooth.
yeah.
And it is so, and that's the crazy thing because when we did this last time and we smelled them and, we went through all three fragrances and then we went back and we readdressed them and we were describing the differences and oh my God, it's still developing. And this was the first one we tried, an hour ago. Even like an hour after we were done, they were still
Changing.
changing.
Yeah, this Grand Affair was an awesome journey. That one was so
Yeah.
yummy. So I like so far out of all of these, I would say if anyone would like, again, get the Discovery set, $45. You get back towards a full bottle. Just get the
Yeah.
Discovery set. It's great. But this Grand Affair, I really love that one. Anna is wearing Victoria's Secret Bare Rose today. After that one, I would have to say, dipping into the Heritage Collection for me, I would say all three from the Emma collection do stand above the three that I've smelled today. Not meaning that those are bad at all, but I do like the Emma collection more. So I would say this Grand Affair number one, Four Walks number two, In Every Season number three, Saharet number four, Sanrovia number five, and Kościuszko number six for me so far.
See, I put Sanrovia at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
There's just something about Costco that's so good.
Again, you're wrong, Kim, but I want to hear your point of view. Please.
This is why we're not actually friends. We just
This
play
is a
them
safe
on
space. It's a safe
Instagram.
space.
You're like, this is a safe space, but you're wrong.
But you're
You're like,
wrong. Please.
we listen and we judge.
Absolutely.
You're just jealous that I have a wine closet. So
You do have a beautiful wine closet.
I
Um,
do.
I am really excited to finish up the next tomorrow. We're going to be finishing up the Heritage Collection. We've got three more fragrances. The reason why I bought this collection was for the next fragrance, and it's called Brazilian Lily. I cannot wait for Brazilian Lily. I got a perfume from Serge Lutens, La Vierge de Fur. It got me into lily fragrances, and I'm not even kidding. That same day that I smelled that fragrance, and I'm like, I'm a lily lover. I saw this Brazilian Lily, bought it. So I'm excited to get into
Do you want
Brazilian
to?
Lily.
Don't you want to save that for last though?
I do want to save that for last. So that because again, I'm a glutton for punishment. There's also Esprit du Amour and Press Club. So
Oh,
those will
hold on.
be the last three to round out the Heritage Collection. If
Alicia
you
needs to see
have,
my wine
oh,
closet.
please
Sorry.
show everybody, please. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful,
And that
beautiful.
whole stack.
That's where I would be having all my perfume lives from is the wine closet.
I can't because it's also my candle closet.
Oh my gosh. Look at your candles. That is so funny.
I always have
Alicia,
them burning. I don't pay attention to that. Don't burn this for longer than 4 hours. Let me talk to me in 12 hours, my friend.
That wasn't made for you at all.
No.
Alicia, please let me know what you think of that fragrance. I love the dankness in it. I love the metallic feeling in that. La Vierge de Fur got me into lily fragrances. So I'm really excited to get into Brazilian lily. If you missed the Emma collection, that is up on my YouTube right now. Same name, House of Darling Perfumier. I've got 61 subscribers so far, so go be 62, won't ya? And catch up on the Emma collection. I will have the replay of this one up there as well. So if you want to share any of these fragrances and our point of views with your friends, I will have this up on my YouTube. You can share it there. And then join us tomorrow, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to be here with Kim again, and we're going to finish out the Heritage Collection and smell Brazilian Lily, Esprit d'Amour, and Press Club.
Which, when I was showing the packaging, one thing that they did forget to show on this fantastic piece of paper is that they write a handwritten thank you, which
On
is
all of them, yeah.
such a lovely touch.
I mean, that is
Such a lovely touch.
and it's so small, but can you imagine having to sit there and write out that to every specific person? I'm sure it takes some time, and it's just nice that they take the time to do that. So
But I
again,
think, but I think it speaks to how the company runs and operates and
yeah,
thinks.
yeah,
It's not a generic stamp. It's not a pre-printed postcard that they just shove in there.
it's
When they're putting these
them.
together, before someone puts that paper in the bag, they write thank you and the name of the person who purchased it and then set it in there. And those little touches are such a big deal. Such a big deal. Like, you're
I
not going to get
definitely
that
agree.
from Prada or Dior or something like that. You're going to get that from a nice small family business who's
Yeah, and again, I
doing
love
the
their
damn thing
story too
so well.
about
Yeah.
honoring previous formulations that they had, and they're bringing it back to reintroduce them to a new generation. I love that. I want to support things like that. And luckily, the fragrances, they kind of can walk the walk. So I've really been
Oh,
enjoying
for sure,
what
for
we've
sure,
experienced from Blocki so far.
for
All right,
sure, for
Kim.
sure.
Well, I appreciate you being here with me, and I appreciate everyone who's been in the live. Thank you for being here this whole time. I got Jason, Kix, Carolyn, Esteban, Alicia, Jamie, Brenda, Johnny, Thomas. I know Glenn was in here. Anna was in here. Everyone else, thank you so much for being here. Be here again tomorrow night, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll have
I won't
some
believe it's
more.
really Kix unless I see him. I think it's a
I think it's
ghost.
a ghost as well. We need the video. I love you. Thank you so much for
With,
being here,
with, with
Kim.
Kix, send us a picture of yourself with a copy of today's newspaper.
We need the date and everything. Drop it in the
Yes.
Discord. I love everyone for being here. Thank you so much. I love you too,
See you
Kim. See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.